It's Friday, May 15th, 2015, and let's talk about what happened this week over at xdadevelopers.com. First, as I've mentioned before, I film these videos a day in advance, so it's actually May 14th right now, which is my birthday. Don't worry if you didn't get me anything, but as a belated gift, if you'd like to check out my YouTube channel, I definitely wouldn't mind. Links down below. Also, I thought I'd go ahead and take this opportunity to announce the winner of our Vinsic 20,000 mAh Power Pack giveaway. We had right at 6,500 entries, and the randomly selected winner was Hassan Anjum. Someone from XDA should be reaching out to you by email to get your mailing information, and then Vinsic will actually be sending you the battery, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure it doesn't go to your spam folder or anything. And congratulations to Hassan. Now let's get on with the news. This week, YU announced their latest device, the Yuphoria, which has lower specs than the Eureka, but supposedly better build quality, and it's going to be available for just under 7,000 rupees, which is about $110 US. Yet another variant of the Asus Zenfone 2 showed up, and it's exclusive to India as well, and it's got 4 gigs of RAM, a 1.8 GHz processor, and 32 gigs of storage for just under 19,000 rupees, so just about $300 US. In other news, when LG announced the G4, they said over and over again that it wasn't going to support quick charge, even though Qualcomm says the chip that ships in it supports it. Well, according to a post over on Android Central, they've received confirmation direct from LG that it does indeed support quick charge 2, and that feature might get turned on with an updated firmware or with an OTA update that should roll out at some point. It's a little bit odd to release a device with such an awesome feature disabled, but if it does actually get turned on, that will be an amazing addition to it. This week, Google announced they're continuing to expand the Android One program, bringing it to Turkey. The first device they're going to be releasing there is going to have a Snapdragon 410 processor, 2 gigs of RAM, a 13 megapixel camera, and it's going to come at right about $260 US, which is a little bit high for an Android One device. Sony has launched another new device as well, the Xperia A4, which is going to be another device exclusive to Japan. It'll be available in June, and it's a pretty mid-range device, so I guess us here in the US aren't really missing much. Moving on to some device updates though, this week the Android 5.1.1 OTA for the Nexus 9 was finally captured. For whatever reason on my Nexus 9, I still haven't seen the OTA yet, so I may have to just sideload that. Lollipop has started rolling out to more HTC devices in India this week, including the One M7, the E8, the Desire I, and the Desire 816. And speaking of HTC, the Google Play Edition M7 has started receiving its update to 5.1 as well. Samsung is rolling out 5.0.2 to the Galaxy Core Prime in Poland. And according to Oppo, a version of ColorOS based on Lollipop is coming soon for the Find 7 and 7a. And also, according to a page over on Canadian wireless carrier Rogers' website, the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge are slated to receive their update to 5.1 in June, which, as we mentioned before, should bring along with it guest mode and raw image support. Now moving on to a few stories out of the forum, an unofficial super alpha of Exposed for Android 5.1 onward has been put out by XDA recognized contributor C3C076, bringing along support for some previously unsupported modules. So if you're on the Exposed Lollipop bandwagon there, you might want to take a look at the work that he's been doing. Elephone has apparently gotten CM 12.1 running on the P7000, which is pretty exciting. There's not a download link available for it yet. They do have a video up showing it off a little bit, but hopefully we'll see the download link sometime soon. And XDA senior member Mickey387 managed to port CM12 over to run on the Samsung Note Edge. It's a little bit of an early release, but in the thread people seem to be liking it pretty well so far, except that the Edge functionality pretty much doesn't do anything because that's a TouchWiz thing, so keep that in mind if you're thinking of flashing it. And to wrap things up, over on the portal there was an article giving a little bit of background information on some of our senior recognized developers, then a bit of a toot our own horn discussion thread asking what you think is the most awesome thing about XDA. I should also mention that as of this week, the Raspberry Pi has been officially given its own forum on the site, so if you're looking for maybe something to do with your Raspberry Pi, or if you just want to share something cool that you've done, head on over there. And as usual, 3 other videos were posted to XDA TV this week. TK did an Exposed Tuesday talking about Exposed running on Android 5.1, then I did a review of the YU Eureka, and then TK reviewed several different applications for tweaking your kernel on your device. But you know what, that's gonna be about all from me for today. You can find the links to all the stories that I talked about down in the video description as usual, as well as the links to my YouTube channels. Remember, if you like this video, please do leave us a like down below the video, we definitely appreciate it, and subscribe to receive more content as soon as it becomes available. Thanks so much for watching though, and I'll see you next time.